Hey, what's up everybody? I'm SuperSonicJB and I'm so sorry for this video. You know, being in quarantine really sucks, so lately I've been trying to find some new games to play. But instead of ordering them online or risking it all to go to the store, I decided to play some mobile games. At first I had a tough time choosing what to download and play, but thanks to YouTube, I've been getting a lot of anime games lately. Mostly because every time I open it up and try to watch a video, I get an ad for Girls X Battle or some other weird anime game. This happens so much that it's getting ridiculous too. So after watching all those YouTube videos and having anime girls staring back at me, begging me to play their games, I finally gave in and decided to play some of these games. The first few games we're going to play were created by a company called Carol Games. They specialize in RPG-like combat games, so we'll see how well it goes. Now the first game we're looking at today is called Girls X Battle, and this one by far was the most advertised mobile game I've seen on YouTube Mobile. So let's take a look. According to the download page, it says Girls X Battle is the most popular worldwide anime game in 2016. Well, if it was that good back then, it must be good today, right? And as soon as I saw this title screen, I realized my parents would probably be disappointed in me for playing this right now, wouldn't they? Now, I'll be completely honest, I've had to re-download this game multiple times because it kept crashing on me for some reason. It's almost like the universe is telling me not to play this game. Hello?
Don't play that game!
The universe? What do you know, universe? So the game starts off with us looking at this waifu, with an insane look in her eyes. We also get some great dialogue. No, any records can be found. When did it happen in the world line? Finally, she was heading in the road to become the last devil. And I, who had been watching her, broke down because I was overworked. But never mind. Okay, screw this. I'm done with this opening. I mean, we just started and I've already found several grammar issues. Seems like the translators weren't paid enough for this. But it doesn't matter because it turns out it was all just a big dream. So apparently this is supposed to be me in the game, and it looks like I'm competing in a tournament to become the champion. No, not that kind of champion. Oh no, these guys are trying to pick a fight with me, and all I have to defend myself with are waifus. Man, this video just keeps getting weirder and weirder by the minute. So we finally get a taste of the gameplay in this game. Basically, it's an auto-attack game where you level up and raise anime girls that will fight other people's girls in your quest to become a champion. Or something like that. To be honest, the story is pretty hard to follow along with since the English translation is so terrible. Heck, even reading the game's fandom page feels like a chore. I'll just say this, you're a guy who's obsessed with cute girls and uses them to beat up everyone else's cute girls in an attempt to look cool and take over the world! Or, in this case, date and or marry some waifus. And rule high school. So this game has tons, and I mean tons of anime girls you can collect. Some of my favorites include Ninja, Witch, and of course, Hottie, who I can't show for reasons. As you play through the game, you unlock a lot of new modes. You can even equip your waifus with clothing that will help them in battle. You can even promote these clothes to make them even stronger than they were before. There's also a vending machine in this game that you can get a free girl or item from. And when I say free, I only mean about once a day, because this game has tons of microtransactions. Now, of course, you can collect gems in a campaign to buy stuff, but those things can be spent fast, and grinding for them takes a lot of time and work. Now, what did I do with my gems, you may be asking? I wasted them all trying to get waifus. I swear, these vending machines hate me. The odds that you'll get a waifu are extremely low, so I end up getting energy drinks for the 10th millionth time. One of the most popular things to do in this game is to build a relationship with your waifus. It doesn't matter how many girls you're already dating, you can cheat on her too. You can even go so far as to marry your girls and even get them pregnant. And that's when I wanted to stop playing the game completely. So that was Girls X Battle. Overall, it's a very strange game. Not the best in the world, but has some awesome waifus in it. But don't worry guys, that's only the beginning here of this video. We have plenty more games to play today. Now, believe it or not, there's a sequel to Girls X Battle called Wait for it, Girls X Battle 2. Now the game is very similar to its predecessor. You collect a lot of girls, fight bad people, date your girls, and even go to school with them. On this mode called Campus, you can go shopping, get an internship, enroll in a class with this girl, transfer your girls, you sick monster, why would you do such a thing to your girls? Graduate, and even gamble all your money away to the best girl in the game. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this clip in a lot of future videos. Also, can we just take a moment to talk about the story in this game? The story in this game revolves around your character trying to find a house to stay in. You can choose from ghost, human, monster, fairy, demon, and angel. And throughout the beginning chapters, you and this girl named Iron Fist travel across the campus trying to pick which house you want to be in. Sounds cool, right? Well, unfortunately, it's not. The story mode is super random and confusing. One minute I'm trying to get Iron Fist to join a particular club, then I'm trying to cure the brainwashed students, and then I'm acting like a robot for some reason. Yeah, the story is just way too random and confusing. In fact, the only reason I played through it at all was to grind up on gold and other supplies. I don't even know what happens after chapter 4. Heck, what am I even saying? I hardly know any idea what was even happening in this entire story mode in the first place. Now, every day you get a chance to get more girls that are trapped inside of capsules. You can do one for free daily. You can do regular capsules, advanced capsules, or BFF capsules. Regular ones have around 1 to 3 star girls, advanced has 4 to 5 star girls, and BFF capsules do something. Honestly, I couldn't get enough hearts to do this one, so feel free to let me know what happens with these. I'm just guessing you get a girl with high romance stats, but I don't know. Speaking of the romance in this game, I'll be honest, I kind of prefer it in the original game. In the original, you had more variety in how you could romance the girls, but here you can just give gifts and that's pretty much it. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if it didn't take forever to get them to level up. You could give these girls all the gifts in the world and they would only be at level 5 in romance. And just like the original, you can set up your own dorm, and it's actually pretty cool. There's so much customization in these dorms that you can pretty much make your very own living room. I know I was on a roll here, but I kind of want to jump off topic and talk about the horrible ads this game has going for it. Look at this one, for example. Here we have your classmate. Okay, nothing wrong here. Then we have your date. Why is she pregnant already? And then you have your wife, who's clearly grown quite a lot. Then there's this one, and the main thing that bothers me here is the fact that Pikachu is dead. Heck, this game even has trailers to advertise it, but they are nothing like the game at all, and I don't understand why it's like this. Like, come on, what is wrong with the advertising in this game? There's also a league mode in this game, and this mode honestly was okay. I mean, most of the games here just copy and paste the same fights we see in a campaign, but with a little bit of a twist. Tests are where you take on a set of girls that gets harder and harder each floor up, and hiking takes you on a trail fighting all kinds of girls. Now, I did miss out on a few of these modes, but I sure hope they get more interesting as time goes on. You can also play against people across the world, and you can even make friends with them. However, I did neither because I didn't really want people to know I was actually playing this. Until now, when I'm making this video. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Girls X Battle 2. Overall, it's an alright game. I do prefer some of the things to this one compared to the original, but the lame, confusing storyline and repetitive gameplay never sat well with me. But hey, if you like anime girls and their assets, be my guest and play this game. And if you loved Girls X Battle, then surely you'll love Ninja Girls. And no joke, this is literally the exact same game. The same girls, gameplay, and even the story is so similar to the original. The only difference with this game would probably be the menu layout and the fact that some of the girls have actual names this time around. Other than that, it's pretty much the same game we played earlier, so let's try something else then. Now, a little while ago, I did a Let's Play on Resident Evil 3, and it was a lot of fun, killing zombies and all that, but I gotta admit, there was something missing in the game. And no, I don't mean any of the cutout areas. No, it needs anime girls. So I went ahead and tried the closest thing I could find to this and played Z-Girls. When the zombies approach, you have to defend yourself. Don't want to blindly await death? Call up your schoolgirls. Ah yes, because that's clearly what I do in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Hey, it's me. Yep, it's time. So the game starts off with these schoolgirls defending their school from a zombie apocalypse. You know, just a normal Tuesday. So our character is the commander of this army of girls, and it's our job to lead them into battle against the zombies, and build the strongest base ever to help defend ourselves. So, yeah, it's one of those games. Not to say there's anything wrong with these types of games, but I could never get into them. Sure, sometimes making the perfect base can be fun and addicting, and come on, who doesn't like to watch waifus headshot zombies, am I right? But the game can get a little boring pretty quick because of its repetitive gameplay, and dang, it costs so much to buy anything in this game. Now, the story of this game really isn't that great. You're the commander of this waifu army and you command girls to kill zombies, and that's about it, honestly. Not really the best story, but this game does have some really awesome girls in it. Now you can date any of the main girls, and you can even give them gifts.
What? Thank you.
I'm regretting all my life choices right now. Out of all the girls, I think I'd have to say my favorite was Saki. She's just so friendly and super attractive. Too bad she got caught by the zombies, who somehow snuck into the base undetected. Why am I playing this game again? Overall, this game was alright. It was definitely very repetitive and stuff costs way too much in the game, but I do gotta admit the music in this game is fantastic. Unfortunately, due to copyright reasons, I cannot play the music, so yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and move on to the next game then, shall we? My rental girlfriend, my animal girlfriend, my robot girlfriend, my ghost girlfriend, etc, etc, etc. What do all these games have in common? Well, other than the fact that they end in girlfriend. But then again, that's not true because you also have things like My Sweet Stepsisters. These are all weird visual novel dating sims you can play on your phone, and no joke, there's tons of them! Now, I didn't play through all these because that would take way too long, but I gotta say, all of these really are pretty much the same game. Basically, each game has you attempt to date 1 out of 3 girls, and you have to use your charming nature to lure them under your spell. Sounds like fun, right? Sometimes. Now, these games all have pretty unique storylines, but that's all ruined because of the many microtransactions in this game. Every time you have to make a big decision to make the girls happy, you get hit with 2 choices. One cheers them up and the other makes you look like a complete jerk. The thing is, the better choice costs gems, and these can be earned from either purchasing them or by playing this annoying slot machine minigame in order to avoid paying real money. This might not have been so bad if it didn't waste so much time. Sure, it can be easy to get gems, but it takes way too long. And if by chance you want more, you'll have to watch an ad after ad after ad to just get a small amount of gems. You get gems by spending your points, but the price for points is way too high for something as low as 10 gems. So you'd have to do this minigame over and over again if you don't want to pay real money. And that honestly just kind of ruins everything about these games in my opinion. Now, like I said earlier, the storytelling is great in all these games, but it's just too annoying to progress. Unless you want to empty your bank account or waste your time. Overall, all these games aren't worth it to me. Also, why isn't there a My Bigfoot Girlfriend? Up next, we're taking a look at Girls Frontline. Yep, it's another one of those waifu collectathons. So the game starts off with someone being strangled by this chick. She's probably mad they didn't call her best girl, but she's thankfully saved by some other girls, who are all named after guns, I might add. Turns out all these girls are fighting in some big random war. Wow, I would have never guessed considering the title of this game. After a bunch of boring dialogue, later we finally start the game. Basically, what you need to do is wipe out all the enemy forces on the map. You have to position your girls in the right spot so that they can jump into battle and start automatically shooting down your enemies. Now, I'll be real here, I never liked these types of games. I had to really plan out where I want my teammates to go so that they don't wind up dead. If you don't grind up or get high-ranking girls in the game, you aren't gonna win. Nope, you're as dead as my hopes and dreams. I'll be honest, I played this game for only a little bit and quit because I kinda got confused on what I was supposed to do and called it quits. But hey, at least these game's waifus are all look really amazing, right? Alright, so we have one more game here we're gonna look at today, and this one is a very unique one. So here we have Crush Crush, and from looking at the title screen, I'm getting some Candy Crush vibes. But don't worry, it's not the same game, obviously. So we start the game with our character walking home from the grocery store one day. But unfortunately, a bird distracts us and we end up crashing into this random girl. Or should I say, crushing into this girl. Then out of nowhere, we see the magical manifestation of love and romance appear. And believe it or not, this game has actual English voice acting. So it turns out she was trying to help us get a date with this girl we just ran over. Man, I wish I knew all I had to do to get a date was to run her over.
Yeah, you better be sorry, wise guy. Say it again. It's music to my ears.
Wait, what? Now you want me to pay her bills because she has no insurance and it'll make a good impression? Nah, I think I'm good. Turns out you need a job to earn money in this game. Yeah, I know. Who would have thought of such a thing, am I right? We can also increase our stats to work at other jobs, which is fine. And get this, work only takes about 30 seconds. Well, more or less, depending on how much money you want. Man, can you imagine if your job was only that short? Alright, time to get to work. Well, I'm beat. Time to head home. Once we return from our job, we learn about the requirements that each girl needs in order to take the next step in a relationship. These can include things like cash, stats, skills, and other stuff. You also learn about the time management system that this game has. Every time you do something like work at a job, you use up time, and you really gotta be strategic on how you spend your time if you want to get dates. Personally, I spent a lot of my time trying to build up girls' affection meter. No joking, just keep tapping the girls to get more points in affection. You can also choose from a variety of hobbies to do that'll help your stats go up. Now, one of my personal favorite things about this game is creating your avatar. You can make it look like the most ridiculous thing on earth, and yet you'll still get tons of girls to fan over you. You even have the option to completely reset your avatar, and that's a nice feature to have. Now, you can unlock and date a large variety of girls, one of my favorites being Quill, the cat girl. Apparently, I was sticking it to the man one day and crushed her house. Don't ask me how, I don't have an answer. But then again, I guess we finally understand why it's called Crush Crush. Because you literally crush your crush. So Quill ends up living with us, I guess? I don't know, maybe I'm just stalking these girls for all I know. After I unlocked a few more girls, I ended up stopping playing the game. While it was funny and had a lot of good things going on for it, it was also really repetitive and didn't have enough going for it. And that's Crush Crush. Overall, it's a decent game, it just needs some variety and more story in the gameplay. So, it's an alright game, try it out if you want, I don't care. But overall, it was just an okay game. And that's all I have for you guys today. Overall, all these games we played today were not very good. In fact, the microtransactions ruined a bunch of these games, but you know, there's some sort of weird charm to all of them. Probably because you have a lot of cute anime girls you can choose from and play as. And I will say, although a lot of these games sucked, at least there was some sort of effort put into them. But guys, let's gonna go and end things off here for today's video. If you all want to see a follow-up to this video in the future, make sure to smash that like button. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video, hit that like button, and comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye guys.